The man lost his left leg during a mission. Before going out, he had to put on rubber pads, wear a prosthetic leg, roll down his pant leg, and take painkillers. Only then could he go out. He was spotted by a wealthy man, who hired him as a security assessor at a high salary, and gave him a tablet with the highest access rights to the building. Just as the two were about to leave, a man suddenly appeared in the crowd, grabbed Johnson's computer bag, and stabbed Johnson. His companion immediately gave chase. However, the man was agile and quickly escaped pursuit. The two could only tend to their wounds first. Johnson calmly pulled out the tablet. The clever man had not put the tablet in his backpack, but his companion suddenly changed his expression, pulled out a gun, aimed it at him, and threatened him to hand over the tablet. Johnson pretended to agree. Taking advantage of the other man's lowered guard, Johnson immediately grabbed the other man's hand and knocked the gun out of it. Then he kicked the other person away. Seeing that the other person was reaching for the gun, Johnson immediately stepped forward to stop him. The two began to wrestle, but suddenly the other person twisted Johnson's leg. Johnson picked up the grill, and the other person picked up a knife and stabbed Johnson. Johnson twisted the knife, but he couldn't bring himself to kill him, so he tried to knock him unconscious, but he accidentally threw the other person near the gun, but suddenly the gun went off. Johnson helped the other guy up and pressed on the wound to stop the bleeding. The other guy realized he was going to die, so he warned Johnson not to go back into the building. At that moment, the building's security was patrolling. He saw a crack in the wall, then a hole blew open. As he approached to investigate, an arm grabbed his neck, and he quickly fell to the ground. Then a group of terrorists emerged. They scattered a large amount of powder on the ground, then ignited the flames, triggering the sensors. The fire sprinkler system activated, and the powder began to burn violently upon contact with water. The ventilation shafts closed instantly. At this point, Johnson put on his prosthetic limb, opened the curtains to observe, and saw that the middle floor of the building was on fire. He was about to go to extinguish the fire. The assassin arrived. He managed to escape quickly, but a woman appeared before him, electrocuting Johnson to the ground. She then unlocked the tablet, about to dispose of Johnson, when the police arrived in time. Amid the chaos, Johnson took the opportunity to escape and immediately rushed to the building, as his wife and children were still inside. The police surrounded Johnson. Watching the fire spread throughout the building, Johnson decided to take a gamble.